These are my top 5 craziest mods you can get in BTD6 on the main menu mod helper. For number 1, we got one that doesn't really affect the gameplay, but it's pretty cool to see. If you select the tower and then you press F3 on them with the first person mod, you can see the balloons from the first person perspective of the tower. With bomb here, it is, it's not too exciting, but it's just blowing up all the bombs around the balloons. They're getting popped instantly since we're using really high level towers on level 53. And it's kind of just cool to move them around and see the first person perspective through a bunch of different towers. So while not the best, this one is definitely interesting enough to give number 5. For number 4, we have a tower I did a bunch of videos on. We got the Ace Paragon, level 101, round 101. It easily solos with up to 24,000 pops in one round, and it just goes absolutely crazy, boys. There is an Ace Paragon in base BTD6, but it's just simply not as good as this. Like, look at this. It would completely, I feel like it would completely just crash your device if you use this on phone. But I'm using it on PC. We got abilities with it too. We just got the big one, which I'm not sure if the regular BTD6 Paragon has this, but if it does, this bomb is definitely way bigger, way better. It is just a money generator, and look at the pops on this go up to almost 1 million pops already. Now, the only weakness to this is DDTs. If we go to round, round 150, you can see we handle the regular wounds pretty easily, but then once the DDTs start coming, that is when it starts causing us issues. We're actually having some problems with the ZOMGs here, so let's just drop a couple of bombs. Oh no! Oh no, boys! We're going to have to get a couple more of these down. We're done for. Let's drop bombs. Let's just get rid of this entire screen. I was going to try and show off how they're kind of weak to the DDTs, but they started having some issues with the level 151 bads, which is why another reason I love this mod. You can get down more than one Paragon. It's not actually $5,000. I lowered the price just so we can get a bunch of them on here and see how good they truly are. And as they're just decimating some bads right now with almost 500,000 pops on there, 2 million pops on there, and another 600k pops there, you can see how good this Paragon is. And if you're trying to do some late game gameplay, this is definitely the tower for you. Now for number 3, you guys may have noticed this little car over here in some of the other lists. Well, what is it for? For number 3, we got the car mod. Now, let's say let's say you gotta move a tower. Let's say this darkling spot is not the move for it. You press on it, and then guess what, boys? Guess what? We zoom in, boys. You can put any tower on a car and move it around the map as you wish. You can even kind of target it on here. Let's see. Let's target independent. Oh, okay. Well, it messes up the targeting, I guess. But oh no, that just moved the reactor. So, I mean, let's just say the reactor is not doing its job over there in the pool. Let's move it a little. Okay, the controls are a little hard. I'm not gonna lie. So let's move the car all the way up here. There we go. Now we got the reactor in such a good spot all the way in the front. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't part of the plan. I don't know why the bosses are here, but let's get down this to handle that real quick. For number 2, we got the classic balloon chipper mod on BTD6. Now, this tower isn't in BTD6 or Battles 2 originally, but it was in Battles 1 and Bloons Tower Defense 5. I don't know why they made it so small in this mod. I mean, compared to on the list when you see it over here, why is it so small? Anyways, when you fully upgraded it, it just goes absolutely crazy. We are on round 86, and all we need is one little itty bitty balloon chipper. Who would win, boys? Round 86 or one tiny little baby balloon chipper? As you can see, it absolutely shreds, boys. It absolutely shreds. I made a bunch of shorts and some videos with this guy in here too. The balloon chipper is absolutely crazy. We can just go ahead and see how many rounds it absolutely shreds, and then on top of it being so good with all the different upgrades, you can look here. We got quad suck, ZOMG suck, Moab suck, faster suck, longer suck. I need some quad suck, boys. I need some quad suck. After we go see how crazy the quad suck is, look, even on top of all of that, it has an ability which makes it like 4 times faster. It just easily sucks up everything, but the insides is where it gets a little bit juicy. The insides get a little bit sussy, so that is when we need a few more balloon chippers just to make sure none of the insides get away. But once you get a few of them down, it is wraps, boys, and it can just defend absolutely everything. An honorable mention is the all bosses at once mod. As you can see, on round 80, 60, 50, all the rounds you would normally beat the mods on, or the game on, this mod allows all the bosses in the entire game to come out. I'm using the ace pair, or the card monkey paragon, and even then it is impossible to pop these. I did it all in like round 130 and I could not defeat these bosses. This is an insane mod, but unfortunately it did not make it on the list. However, it is a great honorable mention spot. If you want to spice up your game, this makes it 1,000 times harder. I guarantee you boys, good luck trying to beat the game with this mod on. All 5, 4, whatever, how many bosses there are, it sends them all out every single time you would normally beat the game, and then they get harder as the rounds go by. We can even drive around our little drive-by, gat, monkey, ace, paragon. I keep saying ace, but it gets me confused because the ace is a card too, while also being a tower. But the god king of spades paragon even has issues with this, even while driving around in his little Toyota Corolla. So this is definitely my #1 honorable mention. Last but definitely not least, this is my favorite mod. We got the card monkey mod. Now you might think this is just a boomerang. If you put them side by side, they look pretty similar, but no boys. Starting on round 4, let's just see the base impact of this. I made a bunch of shorts and videos on this guy too. It has a bunch of different upgrades, a bunch of really cool upgrades. This is the middle path. Once again, the textures are a little bit similar to like the boomerang and stuff like that, but no, it is completely different. Looking at the upgrades, it has even a paragon mode, which is my absolute favorite. Now the mods have like a bunch of paragons that are really well made, that have their own artwork, their own upgrades, everything like that. And then all the different 5th tiers are really cool. Stun balloons give extra money, all kind of that kind of stuff. So once we get all 3 of the 5th tiers together, this mod is a little bit dated. It's not all the way upgraded to the fullest version that just came out a few days ago. So some of the textures are a little bit broken like this, but once you get them all together, boys, you upgrade to the paragon. This is my absolute favorite paragon. Look at it. Once again, it kind of looks like the Sun Temple or the Super Monkey Paragons. But once we move it to round, let's just say 95, and then we get it going, look how hard this absolutely destroys. Look how many pops, already up to 20k pops. It just goes absolutely crazy. One of the base monkeys has a ability too, but it looks like that gets rid of it once you get up the paragon, and it just throws cards. It's a really cool concept. You can get all kinds of cards like this. Yeah, we know, we beat the game. Yeah, we know. And then it has a whole bunch of cool upgrades, cool cross paths. This one is just completely blacked out, so I guess that one's not that cool anymore. And then the middle path even comes with a ability here, and this can go all the way up to about round 140 without dying, completely by itself. One of the most OP paragons in the game. And then if you get down a few other ones just on top of it, you have some of the abilities, which is absolutely shred. So this is by far my favorite mod in the game. It's good against DDTs. Now pairing this with the Ace Paragon, I feel like that will just go absolutely crazy. Let's see how it does versus our first bad. I don't think I've ever tried it versus a bad, but oh wow, that it had no problem. Okay, I don't know why it just gave me a Buccaneer, but that had absolutely no problem at all. That has to be by far my favorite mod in the game.